Hey there, neighbors and naysayers. Friday, May the 23rd, 2025. I have been real remiss at getting video lately. It's just been really busy. We wean calves, and I had 3 groups until today. Now I have 2 because I just opened the gate and let the calves in with the sheep that are currently lambing. So I hope we don't have a wreck tomorrow. But I think it'll be all right. Just wanted to share this. It's awful full of moth flower rolls, and it's starting to bloom, but this is areas we can mow out. But the big thing here is this is the edge of the Badlands. I normally can split this in 2 pastures. This time I split it in 3, and this is the first year that I've really seen that we're really making a difference. Now there's some parts here that are still pretty thin, but with the grass being as tall as it is, and how much we got mashed down and how much we're feeding it just becomes apparent that what we're doing is getting things better. Now, I mean, we still got way more fescue than I want to have here, but and we got some plans on how to fix that, and bale grazing is part of it, and this particular field didn't get bale grazed, so it's on the schedule for next year. But really, this is what I want to see as we graze through this stuff in the spring. It's amazing this year how it went from I'm afraid we're going to overgraze the leaf blades too much to, oh my goodness, we haven't tightened them down tight enough and made the paddock small enough to get it to trample. So just in the last week or so, I've really started tightening them down and getting them to a place where we can get everything mashed down and get it ready for next grazing, which will be better grass. And I guess while I'm here, we'll talk about organic matter. You know, a lot of folks misconstrue this and think we're mashing all this down and making organic matter. Really not. I mean, we're really just feeding the soil. We're really just feeding the soil biota. We're feeding the stuff underground with this stuff once it dries down and becomes more carbonous. And yeah, we'll suck a little bit of the nitrogen out of the ground to get it broke down. But it's what will become organic matter in the dead bodies of the soil biology, but it's not necessarily going to become soil organic matter. The roots are the stuff that feeds off of this is, but the other part of this is in my system, especially on fields like this, this is where our fertility comes from. We can't feed much hay on this. We can't unroll on this much. This field we can bale graze a little bit, but every spring we get this flush and we need to take care of it. We mash it down like this. This is all that spring flush here, and now this is here to break down and feed us for the rest of the season, both with the manure and the thatch or the mulch that we put down. This is how our spring flush can go through the whole year. We just keep feeding this down, and with these deep-rooted perennials, they're pulling up fertility from down below. I mean, we are dangerously low on phosphorus everywhere, and the longer we do this, the better we get, because we're pulling up phosphorus from deep below. They say it's weaker down there than the top 8 inches of soil. My tests say that's not true. We've got just as much phosphorus in the next 24 inches as we got in the top 12 inches. So we're pulling that up and using it with these deep-rooted perennials, and the way to store it here on the surface where the plants can get to it is by putting this mulch layer down in times when we don't need this much forage. We just have too much right now. We could have 10 times the number of cows that we have. We can't do that either. I mean, especially not with the cattle cycle being where it is right now, but we just can't do that. We can't go up and go back down that fast. So this is the way we handle it. Just mash it down, leave it here on the soil surface to feed the next, at least this summer, and it may be a year from now, 2 years from now. But we've done this last year, we did it the year before, but this particular year, this is the first year I've really seen this particular piece get used the way that it is, and it's all a matter of just breaking it up one more time, making it just a little bit smaller, making it go. Part of this is I have less cows, so I was able to break it up, but in the future years when we add more cows because of this thatch, the hope is we'll be able to break it up the same same way or even further because there'll be more forage here. So with that, I'll say we'll see you next time.